About time for another Coach Life. Pardon the noise. Enjoy the candle. I've witnessed the collapse of many ideologies and institutions. And over the years, the one thing that I've noticed about all of them is the collapse. It's always more violent and dynamic than you would imagine. So where you just imagine, if for example you remember when the Twin Towers dropped, the plane flew into the buildings, it was smoke and something, and then it was just like they're just dropping. Well, I've witnessed institutions and ideologies dropping, except for it's way more dynamic. It wouldn't even visually make sense. It's more akin to watching a MMA fight or an animal fight for its life. Maybe a lion hunting a gazelle, and the when you, or two grizzlies engaged. Well, this took a dark turn, but I'm just trying to explain what it looks like and what it feels like to witness large, powerful institutions or ideologies when they're being rendered, I won't say obsolete, but there's definitely a collapse happening. You'll see large chunks of value and just the destruction, but also it's very alive still. So it's fighting to save itself, and people are still very tied to it. So I'm witnessing that, and this is the tricky part. It's almost like two sides to the same coin. So I'll see it, just to give you a very personal example, I'll see it within the Black community, and then I'll also see it within education. So there'll be some kind of battle for Blackness in education, but there'll also be a battle in the Black community for its education, if that makes sense. So I would love to give you real-time examples, but I can't. The point is, it's extremely dynamic, and if you're not open and understanding of the dynamic nature of something that's struggling to survive, I'm not talking about taking a boxing class. I'm talking about these things are in a fight for their lives. It's a lot of clawing and scratching and countering and ups and downs. And oh, here's a lighter metaphor. Sorry. Basketball, right? It's a well-designed game. So what happens? Generally, towards the end of the game, the teams will be evenly matched and the score will be somewhere near each other. Both scores will be somewhere near each other. And all the ups and downs that make that true, it's very unpredictable. It is what it is. But at the end of the day, normally you have a very close game at the end, and there's some active chance or fate that determines it. A similar thing is happening. That's the example that fits what I'm talking about, but to see it on both sides. So it's not just on the court, it's also in the organization. It's also playing out in social media. So that's the kind of dynamic nature that we're in. The reason I bring that up today is St. Patrick's Day, and I was just sitting there meditating. I said, I don't know anything about St. Patrick. A student told me yesterday it's something about Christ and Christianity. I don't know. But I don't think it's a coincidence that I had to wear the green beanie today. And I was looking at the word Patrick, and it has trick in it. And I thought, oh, sleight of hand, where a lot of us are experiencing these internal wars, and there's a lot of sleight of hands happening. So being knowledgeable about trickery is really helpful now, especially our own. So I hope you have a blessed day. Pay attention to the trickery, especially self-deception. Be clear, let go. Have a great day. Ciao.